Hello, my name is Mary Christie. I'm going to be walking you through my EPIC 110 Mastering course. A few things I focused on during EPIC 110 are the addition of rubrics, working on instructor presence, and increasing connectivity in my class, both through group work for students, allowing them to connect with each other, and kind of thematic activities that help connect different pieces of the course together. One of the first ones, kind of a minor thing, is this customized banner. So I've added the course name. This is actually a picture that I took in my backyard, but I've decided to incorporate that into some of my videos, so you can see even in this first steps video, I've used that banner as kind of part of the intro to kind of create some connectivity. Another thing that I have added is on this landing page, the course entry quiz page, I put in this first steps list. So kind of giving students a checklist of the 3 things they have to do before they can officially enter the course. And I've given them an overview video to kind of walk them through that. And then that video talks about kind of a course tour, the major parts and pieces of the Blackboard shell, and what they will be able to see once these 3 things are completed. I also moved links to the other 2 requirements into this area so that it's all in one place and students can click on these 3 things before they actually try to get started. In the lessons area, I have kind of the same little note. So in my actual course page, I'll have the link to the new course entry quiz here as well, just so that, again, they have these 3 things so that it's there and they have to do these before they see the rest of the content. And you can see I've added that adaptive release information to those. So in the week 1 lesson area, you can see a typical setup for my weekly folders. I use icons to help bring attention to the different parts and pieces. Each week students have lessons, assignments, some weeks there are discussions, and there's a weekly quiz, as well as a lab. So week 1, I have my reading, although they have no reading this week. There's learning objectives posted, sometimes as Word documents, and then I use soft chalk for my introductions. The first discussion, I have a flip introduction discussion. I decided to embed the flip discussion, but there's also a link provided for students. For this discussion, students do not get a choice. They need to use flip. In other discussions, I will often allow them the choice of using either a written discussion board in Blackboard or to use flip. I've also participated in this discussion, so I have a video posted already of me introducing myself and answering the actual prompt. Further down, you can see the link to my labs. I always have extra resources posted for every exam. And every week I put a study tip for my students, allowing them a little extra. Some of the big changes I've made are actually to my introduction lesson. So in this area I've added a few new videos. I used Powtoons to make this little one for learning objectives, kind of making it a Mission Impossible style thing. Trying to get students to pay attention to these a little bit more. And I've added another short video in the course resources area. So again, this is another kind of walkthrough, showing them some of the software and other requirements that they have to have for this class. And this is supplemented by some text further down. Back in Blackboard, in the week 2 area, I've already added a video introduction. So I'm going to try to add either a voice or video intro for each week, kind of talking about the itinerary. So I've done this in week 2, but I still have to work on the other weeks. Another addition that I am modifying plus bulking up on are my rubrics. So I have a lot of Word document rubrics. I'm starting to move them into Blackboard. This hopefully will be helpful for other instructors because you can download these and export them and then import them into your own course shell, or if anyone copies this shell, they will have those. So I've added one for for my discussion boards, and then a couple of other assignments that I have. So those are kind of a work in progress, but those are rubrics that I can actually link in the assignments so students have access as well. So another addition I'm making is actually using smaller groups for some of my discussions to try to get students to make more connections. For discussion 2, they're going to be randomly placed into smaller groups. I'm using the groups tool in Blackboard, and then they'll go to the discussion board to actually complete this discussion prompt. The final addition I am adding to this course is a team project. So this group project is going to help students utilize concepts that they've learned in the biology course, help them with collaboration and communication skills. So I'm working with Katie now to put this last piece together, looking into the Teams site and having them use Microsoft Teams to collaborate online. But this is a project that I've used in the past for my hybrid and seated courses, so I'm hoping to integrate it into my online classes as well. Alright, well, those are my big changes towards EPIC Master Certification. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be happy.